There. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Marissa and this is Lina. We're from Hideout Boutique Med Spa in Fort Myers, Florida. I asked Lina to come on today to talk to me about something that I keep seeing advertised. I'm very curious about it. We do not offer it here, but I kind of wanted to get your opinion on it and see what you think. It's called the Hylauron Pen and it's supposed to mimic lip filler.
So I've never used this device because it is not FDA approved.
Okay.
But essentially what it does, it uses pressurized air to push filler into the lip tissue.
Rather than using a needle or a cannula.
Correct. Okay. So they advertise it as needle-free filler in the lips, things like that. Yes.
Needle-free filler. So when you see needle-free filler, they're talking about Hylauron Pen.
Correct.
Where did this come from, Hylauron Pen?
I have no idea, but it is very scary because because it is not FDA approved.
So we're not on board with this.
We're not.
Okay.
The filler inside of it is not FDA approved either.
Okay.
And usually the people that are doing these sorts of things are not trained medical providers. Mm-hmm. And they're causing horrible side effects and complications on patients' faces.
Yeah, why would a medical provider do this when you can do FDA-approved techniques, FDA-approved filler? You don't want something injected into your body that has not been thoroughly
studied.
Yeah.
Yes, it's scary. It's very scary. And the crazy thing is that, you know, the FDA banned it, but unfortunately, Florida has, you know, it's not as regulated as other states.
We're crazy here in Florida.
And there's still people in this area doing this. And it's very scary because these are, again, not healthcare professionals. If you have a complication, they can't treat it. And that's your face. And if this filler were to get into a vessel, they have no way of dissolving it. They have no way of treating you. And that lip tissue can actually fall off because it dies. Necrotizes, yeah. It falls off because there's no blood flow to that area.
Oh my god. And it's your lips.
And it's your lips. Well, it could be anywhere. I've seen now some Instagram ads of people doing it in the noses, which to me is the scariest place.
That's scary with FDA approved.
Yes. So, you know, I've had some fellow injectors from other states tell me that they have had patients come to their clinic wanting their lips dissolved after a Hylauron Pen treatment because it was bumpy, it was lumpy.
Yeah.
Because with this device, you don't really have like control of the depth, and you don't have.
Sound like it.
Yes, you don't. So you know, after a while, like lips can look uneven and bumpy and lumpy. So this patient went to her practice to try to see if she could get it dissolved, and she couldn't. Because the filler that's in there, again, is not FDA approved, so God knows what's in there.
So normally you would use a substance called Hylenex.
Yes, to dissolve it. And it works very well with the FDA approved products. But it doesn't work with this. And
because we don't really know what it is, or do we know?
No, we don't know. I mean, it could be something from China, like you don't know where it came from.
Okay.
So, you know, she couldn't dissolve this girl's lips. So to me, I mean, she had to send this patient for a surgical referral to get her lips cut to get this out of her lips.
So surgically removing this non-FDA approved substance that's within her body.
Yes. And these clinics, you know, again, these are non-medics person. They have no medical knowledge. They're charging $150 for lip filler for a syringe or whatever. And that is so scary because you think you are getting a bargain and you're getting a deal, but then it costs so much more to fix that work because of all the problems that come with it. So I would just be very mindful and careful with this because it's very scary, and I hope at some point it goes away, because I feel for people, you know, you think that you're doing the best thing for yourself, and you could end up with horrible outcomes.
So $150 for this compared to maybe $650, $750 for real filler. You know,
that's a big difference if it sounds too good to be true. It probably is.
So maybe take a couple months, save a little bit more money, and get the real deal.
Correct.
From a licensed professional medical provider.
Because again, God forbid something were to happen, and what are you gonna do? That person can't treat you. Yeah. And I've seen also some severe allergic reactions to this filler that's inside of the Hylauron Pen, again, because it's not studied well. So people end up going to the emergency room with lips that are blown up because they have severe allergic reactions. And typically, like if you were in my office, if, you know, God forbid you had an allergic reaction, you know, I have all this stuff to treat you. But again, these people are non-medics.
And they're not prepared.
And they're not prepared.
And they don't know what's going to happen, really.
Correct. It's a scary world out there. So I just wanted to bring shed some light into this topic because I want people to be educated on it, because I think it is important, you know?
Thank you. And everyone should be, anytime that you're going to get any type of procedure or treatment done, please educate yourself on it. Do your research from good sources. Don't just go on the internet randomly and look stuff up. Make sure that the source that you're getting that information from is a reputable source. See a reputable provider, look at reviews, get, you know, referrals from your friends, your family. Make sure that everything is on the up and up. We here in Southwest Florida, I mean, obviously you're amazing, but there's lots of amazing people.
Right.
But there's also lots of people that are not doing good.
Questionable work.
Very questionable work. So yeah, please do your research, and thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Lina, for your time, and we'll see you next time.